Hey Facebook, this is Sarah from Precision Camera. We're at day 2 of our Pro Audio and Video Expo. I have Pamela from Atomos with me right now. Atomos is an industry leader in awesome video recorders and recorder tools. Tell me about what we have here.
First, I have a gift for you.
What?
I got you a cell phone case.
It's a phone case.
Look how cool it is.
Y'all.
You all. So
Check
in
this
Texas.
out. Y'all. Not you all. Y'all.
Y'all.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so that's how you say you all. Y'all.
See, I feel like y'all is so much easier. It just makes sense. But I guess that's kind of saying you all.
I grew up in Alaska, so Texas was
Okay.
like the arch enemy for
Gotcha. Fair enough. Fair enough. But when in Texas.
y'all. I did it.
You
Okay,
did
good.
it. That is awesome.
Well, it's been a really, really busy year for Atomos. We came out with what's called our Flame series, and the big thing about that, it's a 1500 nit monitor, and a nit is a measurement of light. So this means I can take my monitor outside, turn it into the sun, and I can still see what I'm recording. Imagine that.
Cool.
Like, wow,
Yeah.
it's an LCD screen lit from behind, and I can make the adjustments on there to make sure I can see it. And it's so, we're as creatives, you know, sometimes, most of the time, we're not really all that technical, or we pretend to be we're technical so we
Right.
can like fake it till we make it. But when you have a screen that allows you to see what you're recording, all you have to do is adjust that slider to what your eye is seeing, and you know that's what you're recording. It's not changing anything you're recording,
Yeah.
it's just allowing you to see what you're recording. So that's been a big thing this year. We have the Shogun Flame, which does both HDMI and SDI, and it captures in 4K. The new thing about the Shogun Flame versus the old Shogun is you're going to notice it's got 2 batteries, so you can swap out your power. It also has the DC, so you can always power in. The SDI in and out, the HDMI in and out, and of course the 1500 nit monitor, which is, I was doing it's amazing. I was doing a workshop outside of Las Vegas for some time lapse, and I brought in the Ninja Flame, and we put it on A7S, turned it into the sun, and I had about 15 students standing around me, and all of a sudden you hear this gasp like, because
You can
everybody can
see
see
it.
it. I know, like as
What a-
filmmakers, it's almost like a rite of passage where we're like under a t-shirt or a hat or a jacket of some sort. You know, it's what we've always done. And now this is a game changer. We can go outside. It's hoodless monitoring. Your gimbal users are going to love this because they can actually see what they're doing
matter
and not
where they're
guessing.
moving.
Yeah, I do Steadicam, and there's sometimes you're just like, well, I hope I'm getting the shot because
Yeah.
that's just how it's always been. So it's been cool. Another big thing is we have what's called an HDR engine. When you're shooting in log, and as a filmmaker, you better be shooting in log, otherwise I'm going to come over and I'm going to hit you. No, just kidding. No, log is so important to be shooting in because log equals HDR, and HDR in the most simplest form is brightness. Brightness. It's like my shirt is black, your sweater's black. But as the light hits it, our perception of color is changing. Some parts are darker and some was more gray, and that's just light. That's all that is. And so when you're shooting in log, you're getting all of that. And when you have a monitor that allows you to see that, you change how you light things, you change how you expose things, and you move faster. You're a better filmmaker because you can see exactly what you're
You
shooting.
can do more in camera rather than have to rely on fixing.
Imagine that, right?
It makes life a little bit easier.
It's almost like this common sense is coming into these monitors where, you know, it changes the game, it ups the level of what you're doing.
Right.
When you're shooting in log, when you can see what you're recording in log, you're doing better at what you're doing. You don't have to worry so much about some of the other things. And in addition, the monitor features on here are so robust. You've got your waveforms, your vector scopes, your RGBs, stuff that helps you. They're tools that help you be better at what you do. And they're robust and they're amazing. And I feel like I have the best job in the world because I can travel around and help filmmakers be better at what they do.
That seems very rewarding.
It is. It's awesome. And we have a new product coming out here in the next few weeks, and it's called the Inferno. This is going to be able to capture 4K and 60p or 240 in HD, and it's going to be able to get your raw DNG footage. So your Sony, your FS7, your FS5 users,
Very
you know,
cool.
those guys are going to be able to capture that raw, which is another game changer in our industry. So
Right.
it's exciting.
That is super exciting.
And we have other products too. Let's say you're a photographer and you know, as most photographers, if you're really good, you're gonna get asked to shoot video. It's just
Right.
how it is.
I feel like it's a natural progression, even just of interest.
Oh,
even
absolutely.
outside of
Absolutely.
profession.
And the big thing about recording onto external monitors is when you're recording to an SD or a CF card, you're getting what's called an MPEG compression. It's a 50-to-1 compression that's compressed in groups. When you bring it into your computer, you have to transcode it, you have to rebuild all the information up, and it's actually harder on your hard drive and your processing. When you bypass that and go right into one of our monitors, you're recording onto a 2.5-inch SSD card, which is inexpensive. 240 gigs is running for about $64. I mean, it's very inexpensive to record to SSD cards. When you do that, you avoid that compression and you go right into what's called a ProRes or DNX codec, which is native for your editing. I can drag and drop it right into editing and I'm good to go. In addition, I now have 10 bits of color information versus the 8 bits if I was just in the MPEG compression. Now that's like saying, do you want $16 million or do you want $1 billion? I mean, that's how much more information you're getting by having an external remonitor. And if you're making any money whatsoever with this footage, you want the best. Yeah, you want to be able to have that. You want to be able to edit that well and have great footage. It just makes sense.
Cool.
Should be in your lens budget.
Yes.
Under $500.
Well, and so this one here, this is the
Ninja Blade. Yeah, this one is HDMI Ninja Blade. There's a Samurai Blade, which is SDI. So depending on the cameras you have.
Right. So something like this would be great for like a DSLR shoot or something that does it, because not only kind of the higher end video cameras are going to have the SDI
It doesn't do
output,
4K. It's HD and 1080, but that's often what many people aren't outputting in 4K anyway.
Right.
So.
And SLRs are just kind of entering the 4K game anyway.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's a great little. It's one of my favorites. Another one of my absolute favorites is this guy. This is the Ninja Star.
Cute little guy.
I love this. This is probably one of the most underutilized products in my opinion, because it's 9 ounces. It's great for your drone users. It's great for your GoPro users. And it's not a monitor. It's just a little recorder. But you bypass that compression. Like their drones, oh my gosh, they get the most amazing footage.
I bet.
So why not avoid the compression and get a ProRes file with 10 bits of information? It's just
and this guy records on CFast.
This does record on CFast cards because he wanted to keep it. And the nice thing, it comes with a 64 gig CFast
it's already
card.
good to go. You can literally just buy it and start recording.
Yeah, the CFast card almost pays for this in itself.
Yeah.
It's
Awesome.
great. I love it. No, it's one of my favorite products. If you're doing a lot of GoPro footage, if you're doing a lot of drone footage, not all the drones will have the HDMI out, but if you do, get this. Your footage is going to look so amazing.
And that's in the what, like $300 ballpark?
This is $295.
Yeah, I mean it's not a huge.
Oh no, gosh.
Compared to other things.
Your drone footage is so good. Let's make it better. Like, just make it to that next level.
Yeah.
It's just it's all about as filmmakers. If you're a good filmmaker, you're always looking to just step up your game.
Right.
And now you have inexpensive products that allow you to do that. All the firmware is free, by the way. Let's say you're an avid user. When you register your product, we provide that licensing code for free.
Cool.
And all the firmware updates are free. Cool. So if you have existing products, go to the website now. Make sure you have the latest firmware updates, because all the existing products can get that HDR engine onto the products. It won't be the 1500 nit monitor, but you still will have those extra tools for your filmmaking.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your time, Pamela. Thanks for all your
Enjoy
awesome
your cell phone case.
I'm so excited. Thank you. Bye, guys.